the next video. Here we are inside my fish room looking at this absolute mess. Here it is, overrun with algae. I've let it get this way deliberately so I can show you how to kind of clean up and overcome these problems. It's something we're all going through. Anyone that's kept an aquarium would have come across something like this at some point. Either you've gone on holiday and something's gone wrong while you've been away, or it's just new to you and you've made some silly mistakes which result in a tank looking like this. Now, to get this tank back on track and turned around, we're going to do three things. We're going to clean the filter, clean all the equipment inside the tank, so the skimmer, our lily pipes here, pipes down the side, the filter itself, and then we're going to actually completely manually clean the tank. Now in here I've only got a couple of snails. There's a nearite down there and there's one over there. There's only 3 in total in this tank, which I put in a few weeks ago because they were in the way somewhere else. So I haven't got to worry about fish. I can almost drain it down completely, manually remove as much algae as possible and then fill it back up. And that's going to give us a really good chance of beating this stuff. Don't be put off. If you've never kept a planted tank before and you think this is what yours will look like, don't worry about it. This is a simple mistake. I've run out of CO2. I was dosing CO2 into here. It ran out a couple of weeks ago and I didn't replace it. And the main problem being now we've got far too much light coming into this aquarium and algae is taking control. The plants can't process that much light without CO2. They can't physically grow that quick. So algae is taking advantage of this. It's now taken over the tank. Once we're all cleaned up, we're going to put the CO2 back on with a new bottle, and that should be fine, and that should keep it under control, and hopefully over the course of a week or so we can eliminate it completely. Right, my first step now is to clean the filter. Now before I clean the filter I'm going to obviously turn it off, so I'm going to turn off the skimmer, I'm going to turn off the filter, stop that water movement. I'm also going to take some of that tank water and put it in a bucket, so when I come to clean the filter media I've got that tank water to clean it in, so I'll be able to do that away from the tank. I'm going to take it into the kitchen, it's a lot easier, and I can do that way. I'm also going to have to disconnect the lily pipes and take them completely off so we can give them a good brush through, and that's the first step. Let's get rid of that algae in the filter. Like I said earlier guys, I want a little bit of this water to wash all the media out, so I'm going to siphon a tiny bit out into the bucket. This tank really is a steak. That'll do for that. And I'm just going to pull these filter pipes right the way through so we can clean them out properly. There we go. Filter pipes, lily pipes out of the tank, ready to clean. Now let's go do that. Right guys, really simple tool for doing these pipes and these filter pipes is well, pipe cleaner. Brush on a long stick, and all you do, put a little bit of water on there so it goes in a bit easier. Work them up and down a couple of times, and that'll clean out all that gunk. It's not very exciting, so I'll speed it up. Now this build-up of organic waste is really good for algae, not so good for our plants or our fish, so it's good to keep on top of all this. It's the best way, sustained maintenance and good quality maintenance is the best way to prevent algae and keep it from coming back. pipes. I've got a softer brush. This is actually made by ADA. It's a lot shorter than the blue one. The blue one was a generic one off eBay. It was about 99p. It's really cheap. It's a bit dearer, but it's much better for these pipes and a lot less risky when you clean them. You don't want to go down there with something too stiff because you'll smash glass. There we go guys, other than that annoying bit right at the bottom there, they're pretty good to go. Next up I'm going to go get the actual filter itself and bring that in here. As this is a deep clean, you really want to go to town with it. So we'll get the baskets out of the filter, we'll give all the media a quick rinse through and give the actual body a bit of a clean, and we'll go it all back in. Right guys, I've got the filter body itself now, so I'm going to drain some of that water into the sink here. And then I'm going to go through the filter media with you and clean that and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is how I have my filters set up. The top layer is filter wall. I mean that's had it now, so I'm going to throw that. I've got some new stuff to put in, so we'll do that. That's basket one, that's all I have in there. In the second basket, Chem Matrix. This is, in my opinion, the best filter media there is. Absolute brilliant stuff. So that's about half a kilo's worth in there. I've actually got some new stuff I'm going to put in there as well. There's two reasons for that. One reason is I want to seed it, so when I set up a new tank next month, I've got some ready to go media. And the second reason is you can't have too much, so we'll put it in there and use that as well. Then the bottom one is our wool. Our filter pads, which come with the filter as standard, so they're in there. They don't look too bad, to be honest. We'll give them a good clean anyway. Now you don't want this stuff to dry out, you don't really want to leave it anywhere. I'm going to put my matrix into there. Same with the filter wall there. And then let's drain this out. Get rid of all that rubbish at the bottom. It is really bad. A lot of sludge on the bottom of that, so don't worry too much at this point. I'm going to use tap water, but it's not going to kill any bacteria. We're not looking to grow bacteria in the bottom of the filter. That's where I am. Okay, that's the actual filter ready to go back. Okay, so let's take our media back out of the bucket. First off, we're going to clean this mesh pad. It looked really good actually. I can't remember when I last done it, but it's not that bad at all. So just going to give it a little squeeze about, not too mad. Just get any loose bits out there, and I'm happy with that. It's nice and green still. It's not brown or anything like that. It looks good, so we'll keep that. Put that back in the filter. Now this matrix media, we're not going to go too mad again. We don't want to scrub it. We don't want to kill everything on it. We're just going to give it a little jiggle around underwater there, so it just gets rid of the dust and particles off it. Again, that looks quite good. So while I'm here, I'm going to add the new stuff to it as well. Absolutely packed now, so probably too much really for this tank alone, but it would be good because I'm going to use it on the new tank next month anyway, into the filter. Now lastly, I'm going to put the filter wall into here, so I'm going to use double the thickness there. Quickly trim it up. There we go, new pad into the tray. Nice and tight, brilliant. Right, that concludes the cleaning of the filter. So we've done our lily pipes, we've done the filter pipes themselves, and we've done the filter body. All I would say is make sure you get them trays submerged back in the tank water, so that while you're doing the rest of your maintenance, the bacteria isn't dying off or anything like that. And then once you've done your maintenance, maybe in an hour or an hour and a half, whatever it takes, you can start that filter back up and everything will be good to go. Right guys, so like I said, this is where we want to get some water back into that filter before we do anything more. Again, I'm just going to siphon it in there and fill it up so the baskets inside the filter there are submerged. Not much more because it makes it heavy and awkward to move around. Ideally, I'm not trying to suck this algae out, but it's kind of impossible right now. Right, so there's our filter all cleaned. Now we're going to start the maintenance on the tank itself. Now obviously it's an absolute mess. I'm not expecting to get every bit of green algae out of there, but we're going to try and get most of it. Basically I'm going to wipe down all the glass all around the tank. We'll take this skimmer out of the way, I'll clean that. I won't film that because it's a bit boring and anyone can do that, so I'll take it out, give that a good scrub. And then we'll use the, I've got a Denelay Cleanator, and we'll use that to clean all the glass, get all this sludge off around the outside of all four sides. And then I've got a couple of ways I'll show you how to get rid of the green algae. Watch this space. Right, next step is I'm going to use a toothbrush. I'm going to give everything on the rocks a good scrub, and I'm also going to use it to get in around that algae. If you give it a gentle spin, it actually wraps all the algae around and you can pull it out. Right, I think that's looking quite good now, so I'm going to actually drain the water down. Like I said earlier, I haven't got any fish in here, so it's quite a good thing for me. I can actually drain that level right down and not worry about hurting anything. Right, I've got that pretty much where I want it. Now I'm going to use a longer siphon, which I've got hooked up to some water over there, to pull this water level right down. I'm going to get it as low as I can. Like I said earlier, I've only got a couple of snails in here, so it's not as tough as if I had fish. If I had fish, I'd be looking at maybe doing 75% water change and then topping it back up. But obviously you've got to worry about the temperature and things like that, then you don't want to stress the fish more than you have to. But on this occasion I'm going to drain it right down as much as possible. Right guys, that's my CO2 all hooked back up, so I'm going to now put the diffuser back in first. And that will sit like that. Next up, I'll get my filter back into the cabinet, get the pipes back connected and start filling her back up. Fill it back up, I do exactly the same as I do the siphon. I've got a water container over there with a pump in it, and I just connect the hose to the back to the pump. Place this in here. That way I ain't got to lift any buckets.